What's up, guys? I'm back. I'm back here in video today. Okay, folks. So I'm back here in video today, obviously. So right now, I'm gonna be doing our album review for some metal music and stuff. Like just one, folks. So the band I got here, like the band I'm gonna be reviewing is Testament and stuff and one, folks. And so the album that I got here that I'm gonna be reviewing is the album called The Legacy and stuff. Like just one, folks. This is just great. So talking about Testament, obviously they're a California band, obviously, and stuff. Like just one, folks. And if we look at current band members, like I'm trying to find the place where for current band members and stuff. So if we're looking at current band members, from what I'm looking at here on Wikipedia, we got Chuck Billy on vocals. We got Eric Peterson and Alex um Skolnick or something as the two guitar players. We got Steve D on the bass and Chris Dovas on the drums. I'm assuming and stuff and one folks. And I know for sure Chuck Billy, Eric Peterson, and Alex Skolnick have been with the band. I'm assuming throughout or something, or like I know for sure those three guys were on this debut album, The Legacy, and stuff. Like, just one, folks. Deals. Just great. This is just great. So, folks, talking about this album I got here, The Legacy. It's the debut album released in 1987 and stuff, and one folks and like one folks and folks. The only other band, like the only other California band that I know for sure released a debut album in 1987 is Death Angel. Like that's like the only other band. That's like the only other California band that I know for sure released a debut album. And if you guys know, Death Angel had the debut album called The Ultraviolence and stuff. Like just one, folks. But anyways, if we're looking at band members on this album, um, in terms of the bass player on this album, we got Greg Christian and the drummer's Louis Clemente and stuff, and one folks. This is just great. So, folks, now it's time for my thoughts on album and what I thought of it and stuff. So, talking about the music style and what I noticed. So, obviously, one thing I noticed is that there's the thrash style playing obviously with like I noticed a lot of like fast paced tempos and just fast playing and also like plenty of like groove parts and all of that stuff, and it's just like the playing on this album is just great obviously and one folks and like just I enjoyed a lot about this album. Like mainly the instrumentation and how just everybody went off and all that stuff. Like just one folks. And like I feel like Eric Peterson and Alex Skolnick or something. They did their thing in terms of riffs and solos and all of that stuff, and I thought the drummer did his thing. Same with the bass player. Just everybody did their thing and stuff. So talking about Chuck Billy on the vocals and stuff. So this album was obviously released in 1987. So like he was obviously like everybody was like really young when this album was released. So one thing I noticed about Chuck on the vocals is that like this might sound just random, but this is one thing I noticed. To me, Chuck's vocals on this album reminded me of two guys, James Hetfield and Tom Araya, both when they were young and stuff. Like, one folks, like I don't know why, but those are the two guys Chuck reminded me of on this album and stuff. Like just even the way he sounds on this album, like just one folks, just like, and what I mean by that is that Chuck's high pitched vocals on this album, like the parts where he has like the high pitched vocals, reminds me of a lot like Hetfield on the first two albums, and some of the other parts he had reminds me of Tom Araya, especially on like the first, especially in the albums in the 80s and stuff. Like just one folks. So overall, if we're going over some of my favorite tracks, I'd say some of my favorites would have to be Apocalyptic City, Burnt Offerings. But overall, the album is great from start to finish and stuff. And right now is basically when I'm going to be ending today's video off. Like, I don't want to go any further with today's video. Like, I simply don't. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. And peace out, everybody.